bonds of friendship. With Lyra, the guardian of secrets, now lending her wisdom and guidance, Emily's group of companions felt complete. Each member brought a unique skill and perspective, and the bond that formed between them was like the intertwining branches of ancient trees, a connection that would withstand the test of time. As they journeyed through the ever-changing landscapes of Alvaria, their shared experiences forged a camaraderie that transcended mere companionship. They laughed together under the shimmering moon, shared stories by the crackling fire, and supported one another through the trials they faced. "The journey may be treacherous," Emily said one evening as they gathered around the campfire, "but we have something more valuable than any artifact: strength of our unity." Arya, the leader of the Moonlit Wanderers, nodded in agreement. "We are wanderers of the moonlit path, united by purpose," she said. "In each other's company we find solace and courage. Together we become the very harmony we seek to restore in Alvaria." Thalia, the gentle healer, smiled warmly. "Every journey has its trials," she said, "but it is through facing them together that we find the true essence of our souls." The group's inventor, Riven, chimed in with a playful grin. "And our destinies are woven together like the threads of my most intricate invention, a tapestry of unity and friendship." As they laughed, Emily felt a profound sense of gratitude for the companions by her side. Each one had overcome their own fears and doubts to join this quest, and in doing so, they had become part of something greater, a force for restoration and renewal in Alvaria. Over time, the initial hesitations and differences that existed among the companions softened, replaced by a shared understanding and a deep respect for each other's strengths. Emily marveled at how the Moonlit Wanderers' connection to the moon's cycles intertwined with Sola's affinity for the shadows, creating a harmony that allowed them to navigate through the whispering forest with ease. Thalia's healing touch proved invaluable as they encountered wounded creatures and inhabitants, their hearts burdened by the darkness that had crept into Alvaria. With each mended soul, the realm itself seemed to respond, growing brighter and more vibrant with hope. Lyra's wisdom, like an ancient beacon, guided them through riddles and challenges, unlocking the way forward when paths seemed obscured. Riven's inventive mind provided solutions to seemingly insurmountable obstacles, using the very magic of Alvaria to overcome each trial they faced. In the midst of their shared adventure, Emily discovered that the crystal key was not the sole source of power. They had already found the strength in each other, and that was a power that transcended the magic of any artifact. Through laughter and tears, triumphs and setbacks, they forged a bond that made them more than a group of individuals. They were now a family, united by a destiny entwined with the fate of Alvaria. As they settled for the night under the shimmering stars, Emily looked at her companions and felt a deep sense of joy. She knew that the road ahead would be challenging, but with such a remarkable group by her side, she felt invincible. Together, they would face whatever trials awaited them, their hearts and spirits intertwined in a symphony of unity, a symphony that would carry them forward on their extraordinary quest for the crystal key and the restoration of balance to the wondrous realm of Alvaria. The quest begins. With their bonds of friendship strengthened and their spirits united, Emily and her companions stood at the precipice of the final leg of their journey's quest for the elusive crystal key. Before them lay a landscape of uncharted territories, trials of elements, and the mysteries that would test their courage and determination. As they gazed at the horizon, Emily felt a mixture of excitement and trepidation. She knew that the road ahead would not be easy, but she also knew that they were not alone. Together, they possessed the strength and wisdom to overcome any obstacle that stood in their way. "Our journey begins now," Emily declared, her voice filled with resolve. "The crystal key awaits us, and with it, the chance to restore balance to Alvaria and protect its magic for generations to come. Let us embark on this path, not as individuals, but as only a united force guided by our shared purpose." Arya, the leader of the Moonlit Wanderers, stepped forward, her eyes gleaming with determination. "We wanderers of the moonlit path are no strangers to the unknown," she said. "With each new dawn, we embrace the mysteries that unfold before us. This journey is no different. We will face it with open hearts and unwavering spirits." Solas, who had once been reclusive, now stood tall and resolute. "I have learned that the shadows can both conceal and reveal," he spoke. "In this quest, I will walk the path of light, for it is the light that leads us to the crystal key and the truth it holds." Thalia, the gentle healer, smiled at her companions. "With each step we take," she said, We bring healing not only to Alvaria but also to each other. Our unity has already begun the restoration that this realm so desperately needs. Riven, the inventive mind of the group, grinned. Obstacles may stand in our way, he exclaimed, but in every challenge lies an opportunity for innovation and ingenuity. I shall use the magic of Alvaria to weave wonders that will help us overcome anything that comes our way. Lyra, the guardian of secrets, observed her companions with a sense of pride. You have become more than a group, she said softly. You are now bound by the essence of Alvaria's magic, the unity of different elements creating a harmonious whole. May this harmony guide you through the trials that await. With their spirits aligned and their hearts beating as one, the group set forth on their quest for the crystal key. Each day brought new landscapes, each night new mysteries beneath the twinkling stars. They traversed through enchanted forests, across shimmering rivers, and over rolling hills that seemed to whisper tales of ages past. As they journeyed, they encountered challenges that tested their courage and wisdom. They faced trials of fire, water, earth, and air, each element presenting them with enigmas to solve and riddles to understand. But with each challenge, their unity grew stronger, and their bond as companions deepened. They learned to trust not only in their individual skills but also in the collective wisdom of the group. When one felt uncertain, another would lend a guiding hand. When obstacles seemed insurmountable, they would come together, combining their talents to find innovative solutions. Through trials and triumphs, they witnessed the true magic of Alvaria's magic of unity, friendship, and purpose. As they drew closer to the location of the crystal key, they knew that their quest was more than obtaining an artifact. It was about embracing the harmony of Alvaria's magic and preserving its delicate balance for the generations to come. With their spirits aligned and their hearts beating as one, Emily and her companions were prepared to face whatever lay ahead on their extraordinary quest that would determine not only the fate of Alvaria but also the strength of their bonds, proving that together they were an unstoppable force guided by the very essence of the realm's enchanting magic. As Emily and her companions continued on their quest for the crystal key, they faced trials that tested not only their individual skills but also their unity as a group. Each trial was a testament to their strength, resilience, and unwavering determination to restore balance to Alvaria. Their first trial took them to the heart of a scorching desert, where the heat was unbearable and the sands seemed to stretch endlessly. Thirst and exhaustion threatened to wear them down, but Arya, the leader of the Moonlit Wanderers, encouraged them to press on. The desert may be harsh, Arya said, her voice unwavering, but it is a test of our perseverance. Just as the moonlight illuminates the darkest nights, so shall our resolve guide us through this trial. Thalia, the gentle healer, used her skills to ration their water and tend to their weary feet. Solas, who had once shunned the light, now used his connection to the shadows to provide shelter from the scorching sun. With each step forward, the unity proved its worth. They supported each other, lifting spirits when they faltered and celebrating small victories. Together, they overcame the sweltering desert, finding solace in the knowledge that they were stronger together than they could ever be alone. Their next trial led them to a majestic waterfall, where the water cascaded down in powerful torrents. To obtain the crystal key, they needed to reach a hidden cavern behind the waterfall. But the powerful current threatened to sweep them away. Riven, the inventive mind of the group, fashioned a raft from enchanted vines, using his understanding of Alvaria's magic to create something resilient. They held hands and braced against the current, each member lending their strength to keep the raft steady. This trial is about trust, Emily said as they navigated through the rushing waters. We trust in each other and in the bonds we've formed. Together, we will reach the cavern and find the crystal key. With their combined efforts and unwavering trust, they reached the hidden cavern. Inside, they encountered ancient inscriptions that seemed to challenge their knowledge of the realm's magic. Yet, with Lyra's wisdom guiding them, they deciphered the riddles and unlocked the way forward. As they journeyed deeper, they encountered fierce guardians who tested their courage and resolve. Arya's connection with the moon allowed her to predict their movements, while Thalia's healing touch proved vital in keeping them on their feet. This trial reminds us of our purpose, Thalia said after a fierce battle. The crystal key is not just a source of power, it is a symbol of hope. As we fight to obtain it, we fight for the restoration of Alvaria's magic and the hope it brings to its inhabitants. Through each trial, they grew closer, forming bonds that went beyond friendship. They were a a force of unity and determination that could not be broken. Even in moments of doubt, Emily drew strength from the companions by her side. "We may face challenges, but we face them together," Emily said, her voice resolute. "We are a testament to the harmony we seek to restore, and when we finally obtain the crystal key, it will be a victory for not just us, but for all of Alvaria." The journey was far from over, and more trials awaited them. Yet, with each challenge they faced together, Emily and her companions knew they were closer to unlocking the secrets of the crystal key and restoring the realm's magical equilibrium. As they pressed on, hand in hand, their spirits entwined like the very essence of Alvaria's magic, they knew that the trials and triumphs they encountered were not just about obtaining an artifact. It was a journey of growth, unity, and unwavering belief that their purpose was the key to Alvaria's restoration. Growing trust. As Emily and her companions journeyed deeper into the heart of Alvaria, facing trials that tested their resolve and unity, they found their trust in each other growing stronger with every step. Each challenge they conquered together forged an unbreakable bond that transcended the realm's magic, and they learned that the true power of their quest lay not only in the artifact they sought but also in the unyielding strength of their friendship. During one particularly treacherous trial, they found themselves in a labyrinth of twisting passages deep beneath the earth. The darkness seemed to seep into their very souls, and uncertainty gnawed at their hearts. Riven's inventive mind sparked with an idea. He took a glowing stone from his satchel and fashioned a necklace that illuminated the paths they had taken. As they navigated the labyrinth, each member contributed their insight, ensuring they didn't backtrack or fall prey to the disorienting maze. In the darkness, we find the light, Emily said, her voice echoing through the passages. Our unity shines brighter than any enchanted stone. Together, we will uncover the way forward. The labyrinth, a test of their trust in each other and themselves, became a testament to their perseverance. As they emerged into the open air, they found themselves surrounded by a lush, vibrant fourth heart of Alvaria's magic. "This place feels alive," Aria remarked, her eyes wide with wonder. "The very essence of Alvaria thrives here, and we are part of its dance." Thalia, who had been silently observing the surroundings, spoke softly. "This forest has witnessed the ebb and flow of time, and it embraces all who seek harmony with its magic." Emily felt a deep connection to the land, as if the very roots of the forest intertwined with her soul. She realized that their journey was not merely about obtaining the crystal key but about discovering their place in the vast tapestry of Alvaria's magic. The trials had brought them together, honing their skills and strengthening their trust in each other's abilities. Their unity was the key to unlocking not just the crystal key but also the potential within themselves, potential to become the guardians Alvaria needed. As they continued through the forest, they encountered a group of mystical creatures, enigmatic beings who danced under the moonlight and played melodies that echoed through the trees. The moonlit wanderers recognized their kinship with these creatures, and Arya approached them with grace and humility. "We come in search of the crystal key," she said, her voice carrying a sense of respect. "In our quest, we hope to restore balance to Alvaria and preserve its magic for generations to come." The creatures regarded the group with curious gazes, sensing the truth in Arya's words. One of them, a creature with silver wings, spoke with a voice like a gentle breeze. "Balance is the heart of our realm," it said. "The crystal key holds the essence of Alvaria's harmony, a harmony that connects all living beings and elements." Lyra, the guardian of secrets, stepped forward. "We are guardians, bound by the spirit of Alvaria's magic," she said. "Our journey is not just about obtaining the artifact but understanding the deeper truths it holds." The creatures nodded in understanding, sensing the sincerity in Lyra's words. They welcomed the group with open arms, and together they danced beneath the moonlight, their movements like a symphony of unity, a symphony that echoed the very essence of Alvaria's magic. With each encounter, Emily and her companions learned more about the realm they sought to protect. They learned that Alvaria's magic was not confined to the crystal key alone, it was woven into the very fabric of the land and the creatures that inhabited it. As they continued on their quest, the trust in each other and in Alvaria's magic grew. They were no longer merely seekers of an artifact. They were stewards of a realm that had chosen them to restore its balance and safeguard its magic for the generations to come. With each step forward, their unity and friendship became a beacon of hope, lighting the path ahead. Together, they faced not just trials and challenges, but also the beauty and wonder of Alvria's enchanting realm that had become not only their quest but their home, bound by the bonds of trust and purpose that they had forged together. As Emily and her companions continued on their extraordinary quest for the crystal key, they faced numerous trials and triumphs that tested their unity, courage, and trust. Each challenge brought them closer to not only obtaining the artifact but also understanding the deeper meaning of their quest to restore balance to Alvaria and safeguard its enchanting magic. Their journey had taken them through scorching deserts, treacherous waters, dark labyrinths, and vibrant forests. Through each trial, they had grown stronger as individuals and as a united force bound by friendship and purpose. As they stood on the precipice of the final phase of their quest, the realization dawned on Emily and her companions that they were not merely seeking a powerful artifact, but embracing their destinies as guardians of Alvria's magic. The crystal key was not just a key, it represented the harmony of the realm, the delicate balance of elements, and the essence that connected all living beings and magical creatures within Alvaria. They gathered together one evening, their spirits high with anticipation and resolve. The radiant moonlight illuminated their faces, and the stars above seemed to sparkle with encouragement. "We have faced trials and tribulations," Emily said, her voice filled with conviction. "Each challenge has tested our strength, but it has also shown us that our unity is our greatest asset." Arya, the leader of the Moonlit Wanderers, nodded. "Together, we are like the phases of the moon changing, growing, and illuminating the path before us." Thalia, the gentle healer, added, "The crystal key is not just a source of power, it is a symbol of healing and restoration. Just as we mend the wounds of Alvaria, the crystal key will mend the very fabric of this realm." Solis, once reclusive, now spoke with a newfound sense of purpose. "We have embraced the light and the shadows, understanding that both are necessary for balance," he said. "Our unity is a tapestry woven from the threads of harmony and trust." Riven, the inventive mind, grinned. "In each challenge, we have seen the opportunity for innovation," he exclaimed. "Alvria's magic is vast and ever-changing, and with the crystal key, we can preserve its wonder for eternity." Lyra, the guardian of secrets, regarded her companions with pride. "You have proven yourselves worthy," she said, "not just of the crystal key, but of the destiny that Alvaria has bestowed upon you." As they neared their destination, a sacred chamber rumored to hold the crystal key, the bond between Emily and her companions felt stronger than ever. Their individual skills and unique connections to Alvria's magic had blended into a harmony that felt invincible. In the hallowed chamber, bathed in an ethereal glow, they laid eyes on the crystal key, an artifact of breathtaking beauty and immense power. Its radiance seemed to echo the unity they had forged on their journey. "This is the culmination of our quest," Emily said, her voice steady. "With the crystal key, we shall restore balance to Alvaria and protect its magic from the encroaching darkness. But let us remember that our unity is what has brought us here today. Together, we are a force that can change the course of history." With each member offering a heartfelt nod, they reached for the crystal key. As their hands touched the artifact, a surge of energy flowed through them, connecting them to the very heart of Alvria's magic. In that moment, they felt the realm's essence resonate with such a harmonious symphony that reverberated through their souls. They had become more than mere companions. They were now the guardians Alvaria needed, the stewards of its magic, bound by trust, friendship, and purpose. With the crystal key in their possession, Emily and her companions knew that their journey had only just begun. Their quest to restore balance and protect Alvria's magic was an ongoing duty, and they would face future challenges with the same unity and resolve that had brought them this far. As they left the sacred chamber, they walked hand in hand, their spirits entwined like the threads of a tapestry. Together, they were a testament to the enchanting magic of Alvaria, magic that would endure, guided by the unwavering bond of friendship and trust that had become the essence of their extraordinary quest.